Good afternoon. Are we ready to write?
Yes.
Yes. Are you working, or writing? What's your plan this afternoon?
I'm going to do some writing because
good. Yes.
I haven't done writing for days now because I've been working. So.
Yes, very cool, very cool. Well, I'm really glad that we are taking this time out for ourselves to write. I've been working like a dog today. It's crazy. Hey, look at everyone who's here with us. I'm so glad to see you all.
Hey, people.
I know, all of our favorite fans. We have Easy Graphics, Morningstar, Dia, Rob. Thank you so much for being here. Megan's here. Megan, you don't have anything to work on? What? You have to, surely you have something. You've got book number 2 or something to be working on. That must be a misnomer. Is that the right word? Misnomer?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think she meant to send that to us. Jocelyn Carter's here. Howdy.
I love that you always unicorn us, Jocelyn.
It's very cool. Very, very cool. Because we are unicorns, all of us. Yeah, so anyway, we are a little quiet, you and I. What's going on today? We need to wake up or something. I've already had 2 cups of coffee. Just one about an hour and a half ago, 2 hours ago. My second one, I just tired. I could literally go to bed. I'm so tired.
I feel like you should be ready to bounce off the walls with all that coffee.
I think it's just brought me up to par. That's all it's done. And then I've just been drained with all the work stuff, work. And then in the background was listening to that TikTok thing. So it's been just going. And then my husband and my son, and my husband's off all week. And so there's, then we've had the laundry room guys work. It's just a lot happened today around me, swirling around me as I'm trying to focus, hard to focus. Yeah. How about you? You've had your son in this week in nursery, and that's going well, you say? That's cool.
It's going great at nursery.
Mm-hmm. And then he comes home and he's a terror for you.
Well, my husband came up with my dinner and was like, what did you do to Charlie? He's been like a bear all afternoon. And I'm like, I don't feel like that was my fault. I think that was more what they did at nursery. And he's like, well, what did they do at nursery then?
He's like, you've hardly been around him all day. How funny. Let's see, Megan says, brainstorming some updates to the plot for book 2. Not much to work on until I can meet with my critique partner tomorrow afternoon. Nice. Nice to have a critique partner, yes. Just got my cup of tea ready to write. All righty.
Sounds good.
So what are you working on today? What's everyone working on today? Tell us in the chat. How about you, Allie? What you working on?
I think I'm going to start on a bit more of what Doug's doing.
Cool. Okay. You're really feeling his character? Getting into his brain?
I'm just trying to write and let stuff come out.
Yeah. I got some really good resources in a class the other day. Let me see if I can find them, because she was talking about getting into the voice of the character, and that it is more than knowing the backstory. And she had some good charts and stuff. Let me see if I can find it. If I can find it, I'll send it your way. I also had series Bible stuff that I got from another little session. Yeah, I'll have to look for it. But it was pretty good. I liked what she was saying. There's so much stuff. We could just literally learn the rest of our lives.
I know. You could literally just read constantly.
Read or watch something about how to be an author and self-publish and write. And yet, it's not until we actually apply that we will actually ever really learn, right? And put it into heart. Yeah.
I tell you, I really wish I could go back to university and study stuff I want to study. But I've thought that several times over the last 20 odd years, and I'd have done different studies every time. So
Yeah,
basically, what I'm
as your life
saying is I need to
changes.
be a vampire, and so I can just keep learning new things and have eternity to learn and practice and get better. Bless you.
Thank you. Sneeze. I know. Well, I think each time you go, as you go through life, your interests are different, right? And so,
Yeah.
each time you attempt to do university, you might study different stuff. You might have studied, what did you study first time around?
Teaching.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yes. First time around, I was international business. Second time around, I was teaching. And, but yeah, I mean, maybe had we known that writing was in our future, we might have studied English or studied, gotten a master's in writing or whatever it is. What do they call that? An MFA? So what do they call it? They call it maybe something different here than the UK.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
And I don't know what that even stands for.
I know there's
Wouldn't even take
creative
a guess.
writing stuff, but yeah, I feel like I've heard MFA, and I'm like, what is that?
We'll have to look it up.
Master fiction author.
Is that what it is?
No.
I'm starting with the first scene to improve exposition. Very good, Jocelyn. Allie Dover, author, is a teacher. We've talked about it many times before. Why is he so surprised? I don't know. Megan Pierce was just telling someone last week that I learned so much every time I write a book or take a new step. Yes.
Yeah.
Very much so. There's a lot to learn. Well, I'm going to write a new chapter today. So you're writing, I'm writing. Hopefully everyone else is writing. Megan studied education too. I have no idea what else I would have studied. It was always the only thing I wanted to do. Mm-hmm. I actually like teaching. I like teaching my high school students. I did not like babysitting the little kids. I had enough of my own little kids at home. I couldn't do it.
I like teaching the little kids. I couldn't cope with the big kids. They're just too mean to each other. I couldn't deal with all that teen angst stuff.
I didn't expect to either, to be able to teach high school students, but I did. I liked it. And they could get my jokes and, felt like I could pass along my words of wisdom if they even bothered to listen. But, the little ones, just the tying of the shoes and the snotty noses and the little, I don't know. It was just rough. It was more the behaviors. I had to do 2 classes before I went into teaching as your final year. And the 3rd grade class I had, perfect class. Perfect teacher, so much fun. I mean, I thought I was going to a comedy store every day. It was so funny. The teacher was amazing. And then I switched to a 1st grade class that had at least half the class with behavior management issues. And it was too much. I was like, oh my God, I would not survive a year like this ever. It was a lot. I give all grace to all teachers. It's crazy. Anyway, and that's what ruined me. Other than that, if I'd had only the 3rd grade class, I probably would have gone into teaching and been completely surprised a year because I think they do that to 1st-year teachers. My feeling is that you get all the challenging students, and would have been quite the shock to my system.
Really, because the 1st grade teachers are going to be the least able to deal with it. And while you want to go, well, you need this experience early. Equally for the kids. They need to have good teachers, especially the ones with more challenges. They're the ones who really need the best teachers.
Yeah.
So, seems unfair on them.
Morningstar says, started out in English, wanted to be a writer. Yeah. There you are, and now you are. Hey, Wayne, how's it going? Megan Pierce, hated all the red tape and politics. Yeah.
Oh, tell me.
Yeah, it's like within your classroom, you have a little bit more, ability to do what you want to a certain degree. You just have a lot of stipulations. And then I felt like once I walked out of the classroom, it was just constant rules, and it was tough. Anyway, I give all grace to all teachers, definitely, for sure. Self-employed and don't think I can. Yes, me too, Megan. Oh my God. Just in an office with a manager over to me, it's bad enough I'm remotely, and I have great managers. I'm lucky, but to actually be in an office again 9 to 5, I just don't think I could. How about you, Ellie?
No, I'm very happy with my very flexible home working.
Working from home, I know.
Yes.
We're very lucky.
Yes.
Love Sapphire. And hello, Wing Winko. All right. Well, we should head into our first writing sprint, shall we?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's get ready to rumble, as they say. All right. We will see you guys in 20. Let's get some work done today.
Yeah, see you in
All
20.
right. See you in 20.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Hello. How are you?
Hi.
Hey, Ali.
Hey, Allie.
Thanks for joining us. I don't know what that's a picture of. A man? Superhero? What is that?
A penguin? I'm a
No,
long
she
way
says,
from my screen.
I know, me too. She says, today I am writing about, oh, it looks like superheroes and heroines.
It does.
Okay. But it's not, what's the other thing? A zombie.
Totally looks like penguins from back here.
She
That's
is
my
funny.
excuse, and I'm sticking to it.
She is funny. Okay, how'd everyone do? How'd you do, Ali? What'd you end up
I
doing?
got about 300 words, which isn't bad given that I haven't even looked at it for like 2 days, 3
Yeah.
days.
That is good.
So,
It is, and it's always hard that first sprint to get into it. Let me hear somebody else talk and let me count my words. Hold on.
Saturday in our last sprint, I think I ended up with, well, not in the sprint, but over the whole day, I ended up with 2,400 words. So that was awesome. But then I haven't even looked at it for 2 days.
Nice.
How'd you all get on?
I'm still trying to, on this.
Sorry, I meant on all the chatty people. I was trying to let you count.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Chat people, how did you do? Tell us. Tell us.
There we go. I'm just trying to, I wish that Google Docs just had a counter. That's one thing about 439, it looks like. That's the one thing about Word is that the counter is there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I would be so annoyed if that didn't happen.
I know. Anyway, that was good. Okay, let's see. Diarub, 325. Yay.
Oh, good job.
Let's see. Easy graphics, did some writing, a few words here and there. Nice, but a lot of research too. Not my strong suit. Jocelyn Carr, straightened out some details. I just want to write and make up stuff. You could leave a
That's why
placeholder.
I write fantasy. So I can just make it up.
You could leave a placeholder and just go back and fill it in. I was actually,
Yes.
I don't know who I was listening to, or maybe it was a TikTok the other day. It was an author who was saying she was done with like her second draft, about to send it to an editor. And then at that point, she was doing all her research and she was listing like 5 or 6 things she was researching. So she literally waits like that long to get her research in, which was interesting. Everybody
Maybe
has their own
that's good.
system. Yeah,
Because like by that point, you're not going to go off down a rabbit hole just in case it's useful later. You know exactly
what
the
you
bit
want.
you need.
Yeah, that could be a
But
good
then
strategy.
equally, sometimes the rabbit holes spring new ideas, and then you're like, "Oh, let's go down that path," which you can't do if you've already written the whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the strategy works. Yeah. Ooh, I got my short read book done as an audiobook. Narrator is done literally 2 days.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. So that's
That's awesome.
that's a nonfiction book too. So interesting. Probably went with a very professional voice, not a sultry, sexy voice, I would imagine. That'd be my
I don't know.
guess.
They say sex sells. I mean,
I don't know. That is interesting. Very good, Easy.
It's
That's really cool.
when you're listening to it in the car and you think, well, this is just, a nonfiction book about buying property or whatever it's about. And so you put it on and then the sultry, sexy voice comes out and you go, oh, maybe I shouldn't be listening to this around other people.
I used to listen to audiobooks a lot going down because I had a 2-hour round trip drive when I taught. So, and I loved it, and podcasts too. And yeah, it was very nice. Definitely keeps your interest going, even if they are romance books. Less than 5K words, so that's okay. On your audiobook, yes. Highly recommend British male voice. I think he can do British sexy. Interesting. Oh, Paul Metcalf. Okay, it's good to know.
I feel like I recognize that name.
So you went with a lot of the narrators. There's some really popular narrators. I'm sure there's more, but there have been a crop of very popular And I found that you can actually follow a lot of romance narrators on Facebook. They have like their own groups, or they have groups of fans that are like anything that particular narrator puts out in a romance book, they'll nab up right away. Like audio people, you know, I say women, but I know there's more than women that read and listen to romance, but they love those audiobooks. Someday, maybe a few years down the road, I'll be able to afford it. I know Easy Graphics, he just did a video too that was about faraway voices. Did you end up, and you're mentioning Paul Metcalf on ACX, so did you end up going just ACX or Faraway? Just curious. Let us know. Allie, I saw an article where a mother broadcasted her sexy porn audiobook to the little neighborhood by accident. Oh my.
That's hilarious.
That'd be Allie. You, Allie. You'd be like, oops.
Oops, sorry everyone.
Sorry. But you know what? While you're reading it, tell your friends. How funny.
Apparently, there's a Paul Metcalf who is a Rod Stewart tribute. I wonder if it's the same person.
Oh. In the UK?
I'm gonna go yes, because most of these seem to be in the UK.
Fun. Rod Stewart. It's a good blast. You probably don't know who Rod Stewart is, do you, Allie?
I want to say yes.
My gosh.
I totally recognise the picture of either of them. I'm
yeah.
not sure which one of this is.
Interesting. I'd be like, wait, I need to know what happens, Allie says, if you sent her one of your dirty novels. Allie. You're funny. All right, shall we head into our second 20?
Yeah, let's
we all got into working, and let's get into getting going some more. Sounds good.
Yep.
All right, we'll see you guys on the next 20.
See you in 20. Good luck, everyone.
We are back. How did everyone do? How'd you do, Allie?
Okay. I got a 600 that time. That was
Oh
better.
my gosh, good for you. Let me see here. I have to do that whole counting thing again. Hold tight. Let me see.
I'm just trying to catch up on all your messages, people. So
I know there's
you're gonna
some
have
sort
to
of.
give me 5 minutes because
I
you'll
don't
write your
know.
stories in the messages.
I don't know if anybody was even working. Like, I think you and I are the only ones who work. Everyone else is chatting about all kinds of interesting stuff. Let's see here. Well, where did I stop? Right there. Just getting used to my iPad Pro here, which has been fun.
Oh yeah.
But trying to type on it has been interesting. I do like the keyboard on it, though. It's nice. Okay, let's see. Word count. 457. Yay.
Hey, nice.
Now I need some big days here. I got my editor lined up for this one for middle of October. So
Oh, fantastic.
Wrap this up here in the next week to 2 weeks. Get it off to my betas.
You are moving right along on this whole publishing thing, Z. It's like you've got it down to a good pattern now.
I do not. You like to think I do. That's great. I'm just going, you know what? I'm about to finish this book. That means I better talk to Brandy about my date, make sure she's available if I want to get it out by X date. Thankfully, she did have time, middle of August. So, and then I also talked to her about my my book I wrote last year in NaNoWriMo, the billionaire story, the billionaire duet.
Yeah.
So I got a date with her in December to get that one. So as soon as I'm done with this one, I think I'm gonna, because I do want to write 2 more in this series, but I think I'll take a break and get Duet 1 out. That'll be kind of my holiday, November, December kind of thing, and get that out in January is kind of my thought. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I mean, I have a spreadsheet that has, everything on it and stuff like that I do try to live by.
Yeah.
But it is kind of I don't know, I guess you kind of do get in your head. I remember talking to one of the interviews that I have on my channel here with what's her name? I'm trying to think now.
Mary Farmer.
No, the other one, the other historical Victorian, Caroline Lee. I remember talking to her, and she's like, I'm like, how do you keep it all? Do you have a spreadsheet? Do you have board on the wall? She's like, no, it's all up here. I just know when I get to this point, I need that. And it's like, yeah, I can kind of see that, but I still do need to have my organized sheets and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. But you're like on book 4. I mean, wait till you're on book 40. You'll be like,
could you imagine how long will that take me to get there?
Well, you've done 4 books
5 years.
So yeah, not long.
I know. I was thinking ahead to next year. There's the Contemporary Romance Writers Association is doing already doing a 2022 planning session, helping authors get their plans down for next year already. I'm like, geez, it's only September. Like October, November, I think sessions, we'll start to see those goal planning sessions come about. But I thought this was a little early. But anyway, I signed up for it. So we'll see what they say for planning next year. But yes, I'm already like, okay, let's see. What can I get out next year? I know I want to do 2 more in this series. I want to get my billionaire duet out. That'd be 4. I wouldn't mind. Like I had 2 side stories that I had put out as like 1 chapter reader magnets. When Buddy Met Honey, and then Ride 'em Slow, that I've been using as my reader magnets, which has been huge and great. But I'm like, I'll bet people really would like to see those stories completed. So I could do those. So I think that'd be 6. That'd be like a push for next year. But
yeah,
we'll see how it goes. So
it's tough because you want to try and get a lot written as quickly as you can, because then you've like got the catalogue building up and stuff. But equally, it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
your balance really is kind of shot for a while if you want to
Build
just
up
kind
the
of churn this
backlist.
out.
Yeah.
I know a lot of writers have said, they worked so hard, they really focused and just got a lot of writing done for like 2-3 years,
Yes.
and then they can kind of ease up and get that balance back.
Absolutely. Because if you imagine, so this will be one series, the next series is a billionaire, and then one of the other books is like going to be the start of a new series. So it's like, I think that's very true. And I really like about Kate Sadler how she spent the last several years, being at home and a mom, and maybe not having to worry so much about the marketing, but she has been really building up her back catalog, and you're absolutely right on the 20 books to 50K. I mean, they're like, get them out, churn them out, that kind of thing, which I do believe in, but I also believe, there's a limit to how much you can churn out and how fast without
especially
going insane.
when you've got the full-time job as well.
Yeah.
Like the day job as well.
So at any rate, it's a lot of fun and I enjoy it, and it's a nice little hobby. It's a hobby that'll hopefully make me a lot of money someday.
Yeah.
But no, it's fun. So how about you? When you look ahead, are you going to say to yourself 2022 is your year to publish 2 or 3 books?
I was so set, like October last year, October, November, I was like, I've got this series, I've got these 3 books, I want to be getting them out, like one in September, one in October, one in December, and I'll have 3 books written by December, written, edited, formatted, covers, all of the stuff. And now I'm like, I've written a lot this year. I have.
You have.
And somehow I've yet to finish a whole book. I've yet to manage to push it through to the end and actually.
Yeah, but I think last October you were thinking you were going to write Billionaire, right? Like you were working on a Billionaire series, and then you really realized you like to read and write fantasy, right? Paranormal, reverse harem, or whatever it is that you're focused on. I think there's a method to everything, and part of it is trying to figure out what you want to write and focus on. Had you gone ahead with Billionaire, great, but then to put out your reverse harem and things like that, you might have had to do a pen name switch, but who knows? You might have been able to do both, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it all worked out.
I don't think it's gone badly. I've done a lot of writing, so hopefully my writing's improving because I've got lots of words.
Absolutely.
And like I've given some of my stuff to other people to read, and so that's been good. And I've done lots of paid work, and that's been good. And
you're also researched a lot and learned a lot about self-publishing and stuff like that. So it's all progress.
I've definitely exactly. It's progress. Yeah,
progress over perfection.
I'd like to start being able to get to an end. Now I'd like to be sure that I can, in fact, end a hacking book and move on
start
to the
a
next
new one.
steps.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think you're getting there. I mean, you're so darn close with the one you're working on. You've written it from her perspective. Now you're trying to get his perspective in there. Once you meld the two, and you've got your back and forth point of views and your chapters. Like
now, I'm like, how do I write? Because now I've got both their points of view for some scenes, and I'm like, but I like both of them. I want everyone to be able to see both of their points of views in this scene, and I'm not really sure how to do that in first person perspective.
Huh. Yeah. But I mean, we read a lot of that.
Like I've written the same conversation in his head and in her head. So
well, I think
I can't do that. I'm gonna have to cut some of it.
Yeah, like I see what you're saying. If for your purposes for the moment, you've written both conversations both ways, right? So sometimes I've seen where they'll stop the conversation halfway. The next scene starts him continuing the conversation, and you hear what he thought about the first part of the conversation, but he's continuing on the next. And, and you just have to find where those natural breaks are. You'll be fine. You'll find them. But I like it, and I know a lot of readers. I like seeing both point of views. Like, I really do.
I tell you, I'm so glad he's got a point of view, because for a large amount of writing in her point of view, he was just
It was just a mouth saying
scenery.
stuff.
He was just
Yeah.
scenery in her book, and
In
now
her
it's
world.
like, oh, he's an actual character with thoughts. And,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
Yeah, he was just providing additional conversation for her to feed back
Exactly.
on, and now he's like that. I feel the same way about the other project I've been working on, and it's like I know it's all one-sided at the moment, and I have to think about how to get into that other side, because I definitely prefer to have both sides on.
Yeah.
I just think it makes for more fun writing when you can see and hear both sides. Now
Yeah.
I just don't think I could ever go back to just doing one side, now that
No.
I've done both.
I kind of like the challenge of trying to show his side just through her perspective. But I don't think Doug was the right character for it, because he's so mellow and chilled. It just ends up as him not really having his own character. So
now that you're in his head, is he still mellow and chill? Or do you
he is,
bring
but
more
he's
of
definitely
his?
got more of a personality.
Okay, see, there you go. That's good.
Yeah.
Fantasy's a tough genre, Jocelyn says. Hoping to have work in progress done by October. See, I think a bunch of you are going to be like you, Megan, Jocelyn. I know Morningstar's churning out books. Like, I think all of you are going to be like 2022 is the year,
Yeah.
I have no doubt.
I definitely think I should be able to publish something in 2022. And I swear, if we get to this point next year, Z, and I still haven't published anything, could you please just slap me or something and be like, no, finish a damn book, Ali. Don't you dare start a new book.
Okay, let me ask you. Yes, don't start another. If you have ideas, put them down, but keep on this one and persist through the issue, But let me ask you this. What do you think would be the thing that would hold you back from publishing this book by June of next year? Like, what would hold you back?
Procrastination. No, do you know what? It's fear that my subconscious is saying that my conscious can't even hit. My conscious is like, yeah, we're doing it, we're fine, we're good, keep going. What's the problem? And my subconscious is going, no, you're a bit shit, really. But it's saying it really quietly, so my conscious can't hear it. But
and
it's
then
just
when
there,
you're quiet,
dragging me
you
back.
Yeah. I think you have to understand that, like, I am not the best writer, and Kate is a great writer, and there's different writing styles out there, but people are still reading it, And I think, you have to understand the whole market of ebooks is that you can go back and adjust and change and learn and grow. Just because you wrote this series and put it out in 2022, Ali, doesn't mean that, it is the stepping stone, and you know this. And so screw your subconscious.
That's the thing.
You know that it's your stepping stone,
Yeah.
You have to put this series out because you have to start somewhere. You know?
But see, my conscious knows all the things. My conscious is absolutely fine with it. It knows where we're going. It wants to get there. But then things keep coming up, and I keep doing the step backwards when I need to be doing the step forwards. And I'm like, but it's good. It's going to make it better. And then I'm like, but is it? Or is that my subconscious going, no, fear, be scared.
Do sabotage ourselves. We do. We sabotage ourselves. Yeah. I mean, I have always, taken things so far to be successful and then found ways to sabotage myself. But I don't know, this past year is like, I'm just doing it. I'm done with being like that. And so I'm just doing it, whether it's wrong, whether I'm doing everything wrong, I don't know, I'm just doing it, whether I'm writing like crap or whatever, and I'm just getting it out there and getting it done because I just want to grow through this process and get past that.
Right.
And I think I sabotaged myself still in little ways. It's like, okay, I could have been writing the past 3 days, but did I get some more words in? Not really. Not as much as the 1,000 I wanted to get in. I got some, but it's like, I sabotaged myself by doing social media or email or, 50 million other things, signing up for some more promos around the time that I want to get this book published. It's like, but I need to finish the writing.
Yeah, it's like, right, there's a new course. I could read this book. I could learn how to be better. And I'm like, no, just write the hecking words.
Right.
You
I
just-
could
you don't
listen
need
to
to learn how to be better.
two more how to do TikToks today. And it's like,
Yeah.
really?
It's-
Like, why do I even bother with it? So,
Like-
you know, we sabotage
know
ourselves
that?
in little ways.
We do. Do you know the story of the pottery class? And they split them into two groups. And they were like, this group, your score is done on your final pot. That's it. Just one pot. You hand that pot in, and that is your entire score. And then the other group were like, we're scoring you on the quantity you produce. Doesn't matter what quality they are. We're literally going to weigh all the pottery you've made at the end. And that's going to be your grade.
Mhm.
Like, over this amount, you get this grade. This amount, you get this
Yeah.
grade, whatever. And what they found at the end was that the group that were marked on quantity, not quality, produced better quality pots than the group who were marked on quality, because the group who were marked on quality spent that whole year studying and theorizing how to make a perfect pot at the end, whereas the group who were marked on quantity churned out pot after pot after pot after pot after pot, and by all that practice they got better and better and better, and so at the end they were better through all that practice than the group who had studied how to make one good pot. And that's what we need to do.
And I think in, you know, in that regard, then, Allie, just a little mind shift for you. I mean, that, I feel like that's what I'm doing. That's great. But for you, like, just a little mind shift is that you have been writing and figuring out what you want to write, how you want to write it. Your story has come around, right? Your whole entire, and you've also got thoughts for the series. And I think that you need to just see it in that perspective. Maybe you're not publishing at the moment, but you are working toward getting it there. And everything you've done this year, I have seen your growth. It's been remarkable. Everything you've done this year is leading you to that point. So stop listening to your subconscious and instead see the work that you've put in. You've put in the work. And so the next bit of work isn't going to be easy. The next bit of work is going to be finishing the dang thing.
Yes.
And being happy with it while you get into book 2, because book 2, likely you might have to go back to book 1 and kind of, you know, shift some things. I mean, we've talked about that before. It's like, had I known, but I've had to like finagle my way through the 3 books, and now going into 4th book, just trying to remember all the details of the series and stuff. But, you know, I mean, I think it bodes well for you going into the new year. So you should, if I were you, I would set up a publishing schedule, you know, and you don't have to be very aggressive for 2022. There's nothing that says you have to, you know, put out 6 books next year, you know, even if it's this series of 3, you know, and then you'd like your first one to come out, you're so nearly done. I mean, I would think June, you know, maybe your second one you're done with by March, and the third one you're done with by middle of summer, and you can, you know, think about those in 3-month increments and that kind of thing. But you have to see, maybe even 1 a year. If 1 a year is it, that's fine too. You just have to see what you want to do. But I would, if I were you, go ahead and do a schedule.
Have you kept count of how many words you've written in total this year?
I was thinking about that the other day, because it's more than just the 3 books. Like, I've also had the 2 offshoot chapters. I've had a prequel, which is half of a book, and it's like, you know, I don't know, a lot.
I've got it on a spreadsheet, because I've got my whole year on a spreadsheet, and so all the words, and I have obviously written many more words than this, but all the words in the main bits of work that I've done this year, I've written 188,000 words since the 22nd of December.
That's like 2 books, Allie. Oh my gosh, that's great. But look at all the learning that you gained from all that. You know? So don't beat yourself up. You're making progress. You can never, please do not ever compare yourself to me, because I am like a crazy woman. So you need to find somebody more steady, like Kate Sadler, to be
But you are inspiring, because you have not waited. You have not stuck on perfection. You have gone, you know what, I've written this book. This book is good enough. This book is good enough to be published. I'm going to market it. And you've done all the things, and you've just learned so much through that process. And it's really inspiring to see you go through it and then do it again and get better and get more knowledgeable and get cleaner, more efficient each time, and it's been awesome.
Oh, thanks. But your journey is your journey. And,
Yeah.
the only thing I would encourage you to do is to stick with this one and see it out. Like, if you do
Yes.
have other ideas, don't, you can use them as palette cleansers if you just are stuck in the middle of the week and you want to go write 1,000 words
occasionally.
over here. But, stick to your guns, because I
Yeah.
think the story you have is incredible. And so stick to your guns, see it through,
I'm so
And tell-
close.
and tell your subconscious mind when it starts to question, just say, no, I am seeing this through. I'm seeing it through.
Finishing this book.
It's almost like the commitment I made to myself to publish this year was more stronger than the commitment to actually, write the best thing that I could put out. I wanted to finally say I did this, because I had put it off since 2016, it's like, so I think that commitment, if you put that commitment in your heart, that'll help you see that publishing through. But I would, if I were you, spend some time over the next couple of weeks thinking about next year, and, put a date down. Dates can change. It's just that you have the goal to do it, so if it takes you all year or till the end of the summer to put out your first book, and you've originally set June, it's okay. Like, the goal is still there, but your date can change. It's fine.
Yeah.
I would just, set it in your heart that that's your intention.
That's a good plan.
That's my motivational speech for the day. That's all I got.
It's a good speech.
And look at all the encouragement you're getting from all of our friends.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
Thank you, everyone.
All right, let's head into our final 30 and pound out those words.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. We'll see you guys on the other side. So proud of you all.
Good luck, everyone.
See you in a few.
Yeah, I,
Okay, I think we're done. Somehow the unicorn screen went to 0 and my alarm went off when I noticed that it was about probably 8 or 9 minutes left. So sorry, I don't know what is wrong with Unicorn Life. I'm going to have to really make some effort to redo it this week. I don't know. It's crazy. Anyway, how did everyone do? Tell us in the comments, how'd you do, Ellie, in that round?
673.
Nice. You got so many words. Holy crap. Let's see. I have to do my whole counting thing again. Hold on. Anyone else? Tell us what you got going on.
I did cheat slightly because the conversation that they're having I've already got, so I'm copying and pasting like the dialogue, but all the bits around it I'm rewriting. So
It says I did 549. I don't know if I believe
very
it.
nice.
Yeah, I need to do a bunch of writing. Let's see. Easy Graphics has to regroup and rethink what he wants to write. Wayne Blinko said he did about 150. Jocelyn said got exposition solution.
Oh, super, Jocelyn.
Nice. Easy Graphics had signed up for a YouTube webinar this Sunday. What was Mr. Allen?
We got a new person joined us.
I noticed. I don't know how to say his name. Badwan from Monaco.
Gwen.
Okay, nice to have you. But we're done.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us. We'll be back on Tuesday.
Saturday?
No, where are we? This is Tuesday. Saturday.
This is Tuesday.
Saturday at noon and next Tuesday at 4. All in Eastern time. So you'll have to adjust. But follow us down below. You'll be notified when we schedule each one.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us. If you're a writer, which I assume you are if you're joining us from Monaco, tell us what you write. But we are about to get off. We are about to leave. My son actually has to have a follow-up shot on one of his things. So I have to leave here in a minute.
Okay.
And go get that taken care of. But yeah, good day of writing and good chat about your goals for self-publishing next year. Good job.
Yeah.
I hope you really do. I want to hear that you've made this huge, massive spreadsheet like I have. Oh, look. Let's see. Merci. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you. I'll be live on my Sci-Fi channel 10 p.m. Friday for a chat. Nice. So is it W.A. Blinko?
What time frame?
Very true. I think he's UK, so he's probably talking UK.
Oh yeah, he is, isn't he?
That's on YouTube. Is it also W.A. Blinko on YouTube, or is it the Sci-Fi fans on YouTube? I'm sorry, forget your YouTube address. That's cool. It was super fun to do his podcast. See, next year, Allie, when you publish, you can go on Wayne's podcast and have fun chatting with him and talk with him about your book. Sci-Fi fans on YouTube. Yes. Sounds good.
Sci-Fi fans on YouTube.
I know, how fun. All of you can. I know it's...
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
On the YouTube channel, see, I've got the chat still coming up, but it's saying an error occurred. Please try again later. Is anyone else getting that, or is that just my YouTube playing up?
I don't know. The live is still going.
Everyone would be telling us, yeah.
Yeah, don't know.
Am I doing something weird?
I don't know, but we're near the end anyway, so.
Yes.
Sounds good. Jocelyn will be there. I'll have to check it out too. That was UK time, I'm assuming, right? 10 p.m. Friday, which would be 5. You guys are 5 hours ahead of me, so 5 p.m. Friday. Let me write this on my handy dandy little desk calendar here. 5 p.m. WA YouTube.
I will give it a go, Wayne. I'm not sure because Fridays are quite busy, so it depends how much work I manage to get done the rest of the time.
Samesies, but I've written it down, so that bodes well. That's half the battle. But it's actually written down. Morningstar, mine looks fine. So it must just be you, Allie. Huh.
Yeah.
I can't see some chat comments on YouTube. I don't know. Sorry, guys. It kind of did act funny here at the end. I'm not sure why. Have another author interview coming soon. Do you want to divulge who it is, Wayne, or no? I don't know. I'm just asking if you want to divulge. We'll keep it a secret. UK time. Crushing it. Crushing it, Wayne. Just crushing it, says Easy.
I've just found your channel, Wayne, and subscribed. So
Yeah, and do you follow
hopefully
him
that'll
on
bring you
TikTok too?
reminders up. I wish I could tell you whether I do or not.
Same thing on TikTok,
I
though.
haven't
It's
a
Sci-Fi
clue.
Fans, and it's really fun to watch because he morphs like actors over the years and stuff. It's really cool.
Oh, yes. I've seen one of his videos. So, yes, I think I am following him.
Yeah, he's good on
Yeah, because
TikTok.
Easy Graphics recommended one of your videos to me, Wayne. So, I think.
Yep, Jocelyn, no problem. I don't mind easily telling sometime. The 5-hour difference. MB, oh, next one. Oh, see, Allie, he's writing, doing a fantasy author next time. MB Blissett. Okay. Alrighty then. Have to definitely check it out.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. That's all I got today. How about you, Allie? Y'all done?
Yep.
Are we done
I'm
for the
going
day?
to bed
This
now.
is kind of a quiet Tuesday, but we got a lot done, and I hope you all in the chat got a lot done too. So
Yeah,
that's what we're here for. Help get everybody productive.
that's right.
All right, so we will be back this Saturday at noon Eastern time in the United States,
right.
and hopefully we'll see you all then.
Yeah. Have a great week, everyone.
Alrighty, yeah, make it a good one. See you later.
Bye-bye.